Hi everyone, this is Rainey with whyamigreen.com, and the reason we're here today is I want to show you my brand new NFT system. Took me about a week to build it in my spare time, and I just got it up and running pretty much yesterday or the night before last. I had it finished and I let it run water for about probably 12 hours to clean out the system, make sure nothing leaks, and I put some strawberries in. And later on tonight, it's actually evening right now, later on tonight I'm going to be putting probably some beans. Matter of fact, there we go, string beans. And I have it indoors because we are in Maine. It's still very cold, and it is now, let's see, April 5th. April 5th in Maine, so it's still very cold, way too cold to bring things outside. So it's going to be here, and I'll show you my grow lights I have. I use those. Matter of fact, I turned them off for the video. It's getting kind of dark, so hopefully you'll be able to see pretty good. But the system consists of an A-frame, and I made this all portable and collapsible. So the A-frame, and I'll show you the sides here in a little while when we move ahead a bit, but I just moved this one piece of wood up on either side, and it collapses together, folds up, so I can pick the whole thing up and walk off. And if you can see over here, these are collapsible too, and I could just pick up the whole system and walk off with it, but I don't want to do it, but you can see how it moves. So I could take each tube off individually as well. Now the way it works is on this side over here, I have my nutrient bucket, and I'll show you, I'll do some close-ups of this as we go. I have my nutrient bucket, and the water comes out from my nutrients, is pumped up over here, goes in this top 4-inch pipe. Goes all the way down here. It's just a very thin layer of water with nutrients and nutrient solution. Going down this tube into this one, going over down into this tube, down into that tube, and going back in the bucket. Now I have 5 holes in each tube. They're 2-inch holes, and the reason why I only made 5 holes per tube is I wanted to be able to grow strawberries, and they have a big root system. And you're going to notice how, like over here, most of the holes are on this side. Over here they're on this side, here they're on that side, so they're not centered. The reason being, on the downslope I have more space, so the roots hopefully won't get clogged up. Same here on the downslope, because you can see it's downslope just a little bit, just enough to have gravity feed the water down. So just for those of you that like the system and might want to do it yourself, I have 13 inches, 10, 10, and 10. 13 inches, 10, 10, 10, between each one, throughout the whole system. Let's see, what else? The tubes here, I have these actually screwed in. So I have the ends screwed into the top pipe so they don't come out. And underneath here, that will actually pull right out. So it drains in. There's a little piece of 1/2-inch PVC pipe in a hole. So I could pull that out again so I could take all the tubes separately. So it's only been up for a couple days now. I hope you like it. I'll let you know how it turns out later in the season when we have time to see how things grow. Now this version is going to look a little psychedelic. I'm going to show you my grow lights, so get ready to squint because you're going to look directly at the lights and they're very powerful. So I don't suggest you look directly into them. But there's one and there's the other. So they put off a kind of neat light. Actually it's a red and a blue light, but it makes a nice effect. I mean, look at the rainbows on the wall. These are the grow lights that I run throughout most of the day. It makes everything look a different color. All my reds are oranges, and so it's just kind of, sometimes I have to turn it off to see what color something is. And normally what I do during the daytime is, in addition to running the grow lights, I run my regular lights too. Give it a little, I'm trying to give it as much light as I can. Plus I have 2 windows in this room to give it even more light. Okay, here's the side view of the A-frame like I was mentioning. And what I have is a cross member going over here on both sides. And you notice I have a bolt here that's connected into the 2x4 frame. But this piece is loose so it can actually lift right up. Okay, and I can put it down and I can collapse. If I do that to the other side, I can collapse it. So basically I can just pick it up and walk off with it. Now if it's a real windy day, watch how it latches on over here. If it's a real windy day, I can actually take it to the last level. So there's actually two settings over there. So I can make it a little bit wider. Now here we are looking at it from the other side. Going down, going down. That's the intake tube right over there, as you can see. Going down, 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 all the way into the nutrient bucket. And if you look in there, you can see my water pump pumping the water up. And you can see the other tube coming out of the bottom here. Let's see if I can get a good angle. See that coming right out there, going down. So thanks for watching, and remember, if you're not growing, you're not green. Bye-bye now.